To Street is watching. A billion thanks for choosing us. Thank you so much, sir. What choose here? Sir Oberhe and Enumerate Charlie. Baby, I will be big ups going out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me try and position my camera as well. Position my camera here. Position here. Yes. Se munyami ye muhuma ho fe. This time around, I'm offended the elbow swag and a cosro. Swag and I din. Swag say bibri. Say kutu. Say bam. To Abba Online, Charlie, big ups to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for choosing us. What about Miss Road Drop within a mile? Quick shout out. Shouts going out to GH Page. GH Page. Man like Rashad. Rashad baako pɛ. Rashad me do kafa cheme. Me drew Ghana pɛ obetime nka. Why? Me da se baby I will rep BR tonight. Just come through. We'll represent baby tonight. Just drop your name and I say, oh, the mommy fire emoji now. And I just say, me mouth shout outs quick. Fred Kissy, I say, hi, DJ Slim. I'm watching you from Illinois. Illinois, for you know, I'm also representing in the evergreen state of Washington, Charlie. And that production, no, yawo nana twetwe matwa hene ono na bibia ni a otweroye de to ho say yen nyina yen kenkan yawo 36 ono na in charge of graphics and visuals bia wo behu bia ene wo ososoro nso aka osophagus ono nso na ogina mu a o make sure say all transmitted feed no from America to Ghana and the rest of the world ye ososoro nso yen so a ye gina mu a say me frame DJ Slim me na me gina asi a me beto ayerem kasa ayerem am be di referee me be di dwumadie no ho chia me be ka mansem na ye de me wa say me production me co CEO ye frɛ no International Don Spanky. International Don Spanky, aka Boga Spanky. Na Bran Juma or ye no Bran ye Juma. Bran ye Juma, Don Spanky or ye Juma. Or ye Juma papa. Mekaso or ye Juma or ye Juma. Nti mo aseda kese bia msrema mo fama Boga Spanky emame. Yes, Boga Spanky. Ana Boga Amigo. International Boga Amigo. Baby I will be also in Shrano and Koma. And tidbits, you know, that can person started with sports, but because Ballon d'Or and Sembi wo anka menim panyufo bi bedi hu komo, but mame zoom straight to action because and some information we ase nti o say me to be good highway no so ma amanfo na omofa. Bashir Abdul, I see you. Big ups going out to you. Mr. Obey, I see you are on board. Mr. George Obey, I say I'm on board. Abdul Nasir Abbas or Mami Fire emoji or Tuja Mami Nkwa. Albert K also Tuja. The beard on also Tuja. And Obedonko, I say I'm watching you from Toronto, inside Canada. Charlie, why didn't you? Edina nye Toronto. Enye Toronto. Toronto. Toronto, Patrons. Say it after me. Toronto. Sani Kano. Ube is a me bois, bra comment section, one of the catch him some bois. Toronto, Sani Kano. Yes, I am. Fred Kissy or Mommy emojis and Unkwa or Tujana Ebreme. Fifi Cover or see greetings from Cover GH inside TM. Temaphone Charlie, big ups going out to you. Thank you so much for joining us. SBJ Africa, see DJ Slim, you are doing well. Can I be part of your graphic design team? Oh, most definitely. Don't worry. Slide into any of our social media handles, need DM, and then we'll have a conversation. Kennedy Bediako or representing Italy. And Italy. 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 Can I mean Italy? Italy. Obed Nabano or say Sani Kano, Toronto. Well, I mean, start here. Now, Minjina, then NDC as a political party, my Minjina almost kakra because service have been previous or media Yamrasem Kesia and Mibwera NDC no me call 1/4. Me call first quarter na mi remu Malik Basintali our YEE boss. Now, the nation is mourning. The nation of Ghana, we are mourning the sad death of 8 of our beloved politicians, rulers of the country. Now, sa 8 na yesu, and I say money, and I say we are yeah, we are sending condolences and positive energy to the family. No, basa dia we see it me share the nitty gritties of it. Now, the whole issue took a political turn when certain people, I mean, Apalu Kotana, one radio station could make a very, very loose statement. I'm not going to dwell on that because Apalu, in the grand scheme of things, in whom here Ghana politics, former accountant of Capital Radio, and I'm not saying that to belittle him. I'm just saying, say, in the grand scheme of things, in Ghana's political history, LPG as a political party, in Kamdebe joining Beam Nation and as SM, they are far more important than LPG. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Apalu political party, let me ask anybody who is watching us right now. So, Nim Apalu political party na, Unimomo Kale Simpo. Apalu or ministers in Pokro met Majinamano. So for him to make a statement like that, men fan quadrin dream a Apalu statement on the demise of the 8 Ghanaians in a day. Men fan ye. But Malik Basintali diano na me baby. Because agrono yankendi wechi a osi ede. De bia yankendi wechi no so osi ede. When NPP had issues in their party, na issue ne kese the demise of a Joso constituency openyi ano ginam ewo ho. I want to get the name right. Me patro mon kai me din no. What's the name? Kumi? John Kuma me boa. Me da se. Openyi John Kuma free mu. Na information in we say kire say poison MPP for na be na poison no because he stood the chance of being the running mate for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia intino politics, internal politics na be na yi ni free ho. Some of us we criticize that say he say oh nipa wu na na kire asem ne nsem bebrebe say die. Okay. Fast forward. As at that time, because of politics, and then politics in Muntino, what Malik Basintali, you took to your Facebook to post this. Production fact, you post in the first post, say the MPP is the new poison party. Or say new poison party, if you are still a member there, God guide you. This is Malik Basintali in 2024. Right before elections, right before elections. Malik Basintali, kwasi asema okochro to ho no. Na mumu de munipa 8 free mu a. Ose let us be united, love one another and pray for each other. Charlie. Also, does this even make sense? You have a different way of going around it. You are spreading message of love and hope. Let us be united, love and love one another and pray for each other. And this in the yentimi madini njina ma def on. Yentimi man and dini njina ho ma def and signal bi se mo na mukumu. Meboa. Charlie. And this should be, see, we are in an era where internet based and everything should be, and people have hard copy data to back it. In the internet, you know, a servo as VAR, a checky BB out. Wouldn't quasi asem say, hey, once a BP. Yanken ni wechi a osi agro ye de. Mudie munipa free mudie, yen nyina ye ndodo ye ho. Meboa. Pedunyum no momendu do ye hu. Momendu do ye hu. You know, so this also brings out other conversations, and in fact, when this happened, a couple of editorials, mourning with the family of the from Omo Free. We are mourning with them still. But adia bakwa he woman no kre wose yeka. Say during this whole process, we had incidents in Ghana, several deaths in Ghana. But because they are nobody, because omuni come for, omuni come for, omuni come for, obi ani momo, quote unquote, omo bra. Into omo de yam fan kwose friends dwaye ho na akire yakofa ba beka yawo yawate brefo ba kan akoma to yam nso de beba ya empanyimfu ewo krom wo se mu make debio emra wo hoyi yese mra eboa ma sabe jimifo okra mpo wobetimi ni jimifo atena se mra no ye adwuma wobetimi ni sabe de na adwene mu ka no mpo atena because onim say yeye we emra papa ben pa na wo ha with respect to our roads ya semra say long journey Kumasi Accra eye dual lane we mu kose we mu baseya who you sure say the number of times our accident besi was akwan no so nke so nte ye nyina ye kwa yanim ye nyina kwan ya diso ye nyina say ne ye ko obi wu aka mu dia enye problem obi wu play mu an na problem okay Yankopon obosro basase wo hwe obi a yes metiasi omo ye mpanyimfo oman mu yes I mean to lose a defense minister it's not a joke but the same importance of that defense minister to the family kwa hiata onu so krafie se wo kosuhum wo kokumase wo kosunyane wo kwa agogo wo kogoso wantimi amafie no onu so ne hu hiama ne busuafo enough of the blame 8 months into the administration of the NDC these are some of the things that you should be championing na meme de ne papa mu a bibi say no na ba bi yeye nka we enye nka yedum let this be a day that will transform laws around number 1 illegal mining because eno education na no mokoye o free mu laws about how we transport each other we transport goods and services from one city to another ni nyina should change say long distance cities are connected Accra to Volta to Tamale all these should be dual roads let this be moja ehwiegui ensesa niema ewo mining na Malik Basintali de memene no anka ni se mebe kasa kura biem ewo sa de obi kama obi de blogger bia de camera ben wa kasa wo ye sorry wuntimi nkasa ne twam ko because we are the last person some of us want to hear with respect to this. There are others. I'll bring them out later. Sam Jatta George nso churobi. NDC for as see more pre se Ghana for nkama ho. And let us mourn. Nkwasi asama amudi no. Enwa bia ni. Some people for your imagine so omu miam kon in this instance they have every right to do that. But I will big up the MPP in this case. Because they've shown solidarity because omote ase se nipa eye nipa. Oman ye di nipa ne chechire. Enye kushimbo ne de chechire oman eye nipa ene ye de chechire. Nti se nipa free mu a enye kushimbo eye nipa ne de chechire nti se nipa free mu a now ye nipa now do nipa ti nipa ase a it doesn't matter. The hypocrisy of it is now after na mo addressing kwada 15 a free mu. Na gender Jesus of Jesus. Children and gender ministry. Rade. Enkwara ni wi o ma metro ma for publication bi am o. Enkwara 15 ni wi no publication bi am free gender and children ministry na am o. Mono no mpanyimfo we afiri mu dia gender and children women ho ministry no mpanyimfo we mu and dey mutimi issue statement yankopon pɛ ne no kwafo wate yankopon pɛ ena ye no kwafo yankopon pɛ ena ye no kwafo na ndc for there senti na make da bia na make okatachi afiri fa se to obo ase na wo benya omo ye nipa ti o medi nkwase wo benya omo we bi say na me expect say okatachi afiri fa abeso omo kom memo omo home mia omo hoho no miamu no omo nkam agye mia we be say na we see a move because it doesn't make sense ha so omam eyawo omam mahititu ndc pa dan ka niam bi wo ho anka bai na masua ena wo se wo nim se wo twero nkwase asem bi a in the heat wo se ko delete kura ko delete niam no Charlie. Unfanchem. Unim se monte sa na man bia senti no moya. Omonti internet na senti no omo choro nkwa asem ni wi ya no mo refi so ma choro nkwa asem. Ya no mo refi so ma choro nkwa asem. But anyway, yankoso. Let's move on. Let's move on. I see you do the meba no so. I see you do nkete meba no so in a more professional way. Let's move on. Yanko. Nkura no wa ha. Nkura na ni agi. Aniji e wo wiase, and I want to share this with you because I got this info that was last week with respect to Kofi Jama. Now, maybe be artists ni omo contracting sense mu kakra. Ma me jump straight to that. Ma me remu briefly. Now, Kofi Jama any God one. Omo, if you don't know Kofi Jama, patro some production mo Kofi Jama mo fan picture and to see. Let people see who Kofi Jama is because a triangle meba ura Kofi Jama me be free Kofi Jama mu aba be see 7 case. Mudi ma brand na obo onwumwe me de mani atunso misi nyobia atambo zero misi that guy if you remember that guy so in the comment section just give me a fire emoji if you remember that guy 7 case tum ka me de mani atunso misi nyobia oh but as like you guys akwan okay no oh yeah me de be free Kofi Jama no ma link it to 7 case. Now, if you back down to Black Sherif. Now, you will not believe what is happening to Black Sherif as we speak. You say, you tumbre near Tracy. And I my way I check. Nti enye internet you never ever boy. Yes. You tumbre Tracy. We uproot mushroom and show a sea. Yes. We uproot mushroom and then we will show you earth hunchback just asase achacha and because esi me nyesho say esi be wo you brofo mount ana mount brofo de metepa yenkwa ani mo na more information so Kofi Jama ne record label situation is still na air dicey. We did an editorial on that. If you've not followed it, Mr. is still on the channel. Street is watching. Or like and subscribe to the channel and then you'll be part of it. I mean, with respect to pop culture, I will give you all the information, all the hottest juices. You ever drop one out. Now, or call back and forth on any record label, no more call back and forth. Artists who is a record label no ejana to her per contractor on a record label no one. Or as a they've snoozed on him, as a more how do I put it? As a more fan who be one way or the other because they are not pushing his project. Into Kofi Jama ankasa aten ho ena onyes waten ho so forget to record label no he's now putting out projects on his own ono ankasa ko peska no record ano we twa video no asade ato abonten now management is pissed because niema e wo contract ni mu a omo ne wo na e wo se oye no omo si onye as to say enunti na omayi omaniama no de mimi ame wa say de mintimi nka with respect to Kofi Jama and any management asem but omayi omaniama no for a year artists no say niema e wo se management nso ye to keep the artists busy onu so hu ni say omonye ye nti problem no with Kofi Jama and God one record no good now problem between TikTok sensation a friend no a year 7 Kiss. Oh, you won't believe it, bro. You will not believe it. Manager Spanky. Me here condition and moon in why himself. Because heat in the baby, I'm more fire. I'm more fire. I'm more fire. I'm yampa. Sir, me ba na him, you know, and the America shekakra. Until Philip Alaye also was the latest on Ghana Pop Smoke. Oh, my corner so. But I told them, let me finish with 7 Kiss. Let me finish with 7 Kiss. Now, information I mean Richie Masoye say 7 Kiss and then the management air court. Or the management air court. Na asem ba akope. 7 Kiss asem ba akope. Na asem ne say social media handles I belong to or no who ni say any dia no. Management na atena so. Management na atena social media handles no so omon pese omode be ma no. Enu nti o problem. On pese 7 Kiss na da so no. Or problem with that or pese management ni e release social media handles no ema ono na o pretty na ade. Because with the social media handles and the Gmail and all that and no na linked to a ne account on DistroKid says any revenue any streaming revenue ni nyina e ho ne faba sa access no management no atena sa access no so ntino zo onya sika ne biem ena onya access to social media no so obey any postings e de boost on ne career management no so a decision very very simple. They are entrenched say ompese omukoko na afi court dan mu no yekoka fact ni nyina e wo ho. Now I'll give you a brief history as to how a year in omushia a year 7 Kiss any the management issue. And somebody put it out here, Philip Alaye, or say or a TikTok sensation. Yes. So there's a TikTok channel that is being run by TikTok page that is being run by Alo Majwa. Alo Majwa and Anebane Alo Dani, who is now working with Dance God Lloyd. So Alo Majwa, we all know him to be a dancer. In fact, I was shocked when I saw some of his TikTok videos are not Okwabontin na or the or boombox bako and no bobita no man for a freestyle. That was him. I mean, he was doing more of there's one channel on Instagram like that. There's one platform on Instagram that also does something similar. And it's nice because in this case, you get to you get to see real talent on the street. And that was what Alo Majwa was doing. Or Coach Street and also. And no muna okoshia a 7 Kiss. No okoshia 7 Kiss, no. Or my 7 Kiss a freestyle. And people fell in love with it. It got one of the biggest tractions on TikTok. And no Emma Alo Majwa reach out to them swag. Tubani music. Say, Openi, me person be record artist we. Ewo. No, yes, I'll be record artist no. And I'm so okay. Say recording in Quadia Tubani say recording in Quadia and you feel free, brother be record. Now if we are scale also the man diano. What the mammy near quening. No, so opinion and say a person buy inside now be boy na ade ye. No, so okay. Say a we need to put structures to it. I will see my business structures. We need to have a formalized contract. We need to have a formalized contract because now there are going to be two parties involved. That is Alo Majwa as an entity who discovered the talent, and also Tubani then Swag and then his team who are going to be behind the production. And before people get it wrong, we have issues with production. Production is a core part of the product because without production, you will not have a product. Artist is a part of production. Artist is not a standalone. So when it comes to music composition, See about music composition now. Listen, say ochron na ochron lyrics, but beat maker no ochron in beat. Beat maker no ochron the same lyrics in beat. Enti obo kum. Kobet mabo kum na koko. Ade no obo no kum kucha kumcha. He's writing. So musically, or a composer as a beat maker. So he said, like, okay, good. If I come on board, I'm coming on board in that format. Apart from say, oh, I'll use my plugs, I'll use my energy, I'll use my resources. Let there be a formalized structure. And when you follow any 7 case echo tenacity. In fact, almost the contract man or the conifie echo kaimu. Emma de or mobile sign or munina as alcohol. And almost tenacity and almost sign contract. Yes, 7 case assembly making you. A master contract in every year, that was when they dropped picture. Medemania to Nuzo, Missy, Yobia. A time for Boshiro, Missy, Anyamida. Oh, a powerful tune. Powerful tune. It's a big jam. So if you are wondering what happened to the boy right after that, I know I'm a day man. Because deals are starting back. Shows uba. What is it? Niameba. Because the song is big. And in Ghana, all you need is a hit song. The hit song naba. Omu shows. There was one particular venue that kept on calling them for a show. And I'm saying, chef, you used to work at that venue. Before so Obabe blow, TikTok Obabe blow in music. Now Juma Oho as a bartender. Enti Nkrofone freno, mom friend management. Because management discussion and this is me talking ignorantly. This is me being very ignorant about it. Minim krano omoba street is watching. They came to spend days in Accra just for us to shoot. Your friend is a music performance that we did for a year picture. No, they spent days in Accra. They did media runs. They did press runs for you. Would you imagine? Say, baby, a hotel kromoko die and umpono. Say one day, no, omoba team umpono. The team they were like 4. What they have say achemu 2 obia da daimu nipa 2 bia is 1 room. Not dino ye let's say 400 Ghana cedis or 500 Ghana cedis. And omudi 1 week in Pampacho is kaseng. SVG Africa says Slim reduce the pressure givers. There be 2 jackets here pa. Black with the end bande mu yembeshim. And we drew house so bona now yembeshim. Bofema no man who say easy. Yo, listen. All I'm trying to say is that there's been investment in the brand of the artist. So it's only wise that baby sikani free ya and the support to. Se sika ba there was a call mo no manen ko ho. Simple. Sadie way ma dwene ho de ntia edema artist bi, especially Ghanaian artists. Na edema omo so mbesa no. I don't understand it. I really don't. That when you are in dying need of help, you want somebody to put money into what you are doing. But se udru what they are, neskane ba o se monka ho. And we free his attitude ne free him. Now abrantia na fetire. Akwa just a particular show no. Abo. And least I forget. When the contract was given to him, onene maame ne or say ono 7 case ne maame ena ne wo fa ba ko betena ase kan contract na ansa na omo sign o. Na mebe yi document bia ha kire mu zizi mu yembashi mu. Mebe mamu document upon document. Wo comment section wa ka say document. Bra comment section was zizi na ka say document. Now, as someone ade omode ba ne say, first and foremost, omonye ne maame no onko school into illiterate into contract no wante ase ono so abrante no so person kire se wante contract na ase e na osan ye na wo de se nya hwe wo de wante ase na osan pacho so na wo fa o machi ko boy ni nso so e so na wo fa management na chi ekoboy and it has been documented okobo first show ni no oba no be block alo ma adwoa e block o tubani den so o block o mu nyina wo WhatsApp say de be ye o mu hu so post to show bi ana visa e no wasesa gi onu ni profile no aye ne say onu ankasa na be receive con bia so bia no onu an pe so receive oh nipa nye o nipa nye wate kan papa mpa se hu se nipa da fom nanka wo bre a tia ne kunu nko yino nipa nye inti time pa obre pa me nko be sade we but anyway ma me to asem no so because nsem na doso and information ne kram na doso and the producers say 2 hours mu biem kakra ma me o na de nya se bia mu biem and mu bie time ni mu ma me because we ma adwen se mu be kate me short a nsem no mintimi wie mu biem mu ma me so online like and subscribe to see and afi enko any. Now fast forward and I'm bringing out details of the other event that he started started at the blind side of the management. Almost your record you crano. On my record over 30 shows are brandy and abo at the blind side of them. Bra, huati. Eja. Over 30 shows are brandy and abo at their blind side. Now to top it up, I've heard almost or the case in a court to say, Bepacho release judicial service document, etoso. Also release the document, etoso. Say or the aloma adwa court. Say open social media handle because of say it bears or no needing. And non as say open because so no dey say the ojibogun botum into onfa ho. But open social media handle ni Gmail no mo create any distrocade na distributing the music or pending na aka ho. He wants to take hey, Jesus of Jesus. Nipa a cutlery set. Ice Money TV. Nipa a cutlery set. What? Nipa a fucking. Name space. Nipa a cutlery set. Big 7 records. Hey. Or per password to the plaintiff's email account, which the second defendant unlawfully changed after having access to the same and currently has control over. Management also started in your brand, and this is what they did. They created a fresh page for you. So a business page or model tongue page or model tongue artist no. They created a page to sell the artist. But artists na do baby a wetima fa kire bo shows ni gu no botom. Nti say no person saage baby asika kakra no kra pie free ba. Said de be ya sika bi o mu di hye mu bia no omo management nso benya omo hye. O say o sa person je no nso ka ho. Case ni court. And I'm me sure said court them no mra na yeka. Enye sentiment. Mra. Until how you feel about a person, how they've dealt with you, whatever it is, court them no your camera. When mra pe until say oh we na say na we say there court them ho. Ho eno mo beka. Philip Alaye say, are you done with the Jamal story? Yes, Jamal story in India is still hanging. It's still hanging. Now we're waiting for God1 to respond after Kofi Jamal responded to a press release. And I've done that. There's a separate editorial on that, so you can check it out. It's on the channel on Team Show. Subscribe, or like and subscribe. Now if you correct our content when we're done with this editorial. But fast forward, there's a similar case. Now people were made to believe whether it was intentional or not intentional. People were made to believe, say, the case between Black Sherif and the former manager, no, Black Sherif for winning. Mr. In the comment section, let me know if you think Black Sherif has won the case between Onon and the management, you know, the one that I talked about, Ghana Funi na abeso me konse ompeso mukume. In the comment section, let me know. Most people think it's even over. I'm see a winning 2022 more baby. Oh, winning as no. Winning da. I decided not to talk about it because man who's a Ghana for want of a better word, Ghana for shed and TBBC they go with their emotions. Emotionally, no, yes, or your artist are all bad. He's a young boy, he's a budding artist. You know, he deserves all the help and support and the push. But the same Ghanaians forgot that me DJ Slim na me beka sa asem first now. I was also the very first person I interview no man a platform ewu Kumasi. Ghanaians have forgotten. So it drew sad dia. Oh, there be Boneno die. Any DJ Slim or any Bonini. Because he shouldn't come out to say it. Ni say Slim beka sa asem no. Ghana for Abrante so they want to bring him down. But we keep on forgetting every time that the person who also invested in the young man. And so abusuafo. Owo ma. O nuanom. Nka sa ska nko betimi dia hye omumu. Ba wan fan hye omumu. O de be hye omumu. Say one city one person one poor de be hye omumu. And no kwa agreement say ye adwuma na se sika ba famisika ye den ema me. Me pacho ono de onye nipa bia na. Same way ane eka about NDC any MPP. NDC MPP for or my idea for NDC for Yamintu Amuka. It's the same issue. The crab his chest there just a quarter there ne bo dre. I'm here to tell you, say, 29th July was the last day of Moko court. They've been going to court. Ma update. It was the same way who may train. Say asemno ebeba na wiye. The one that you saw and the one that people were talking about, it was just the injunction. No. Injunction because management say Abrante. Unim baby away adwuma na dru bia let's pause yentena se ne yenka sa asem no. And a Black Sherif ne ne lawyer say there be ono de oye adwuma nti yentimi mposo oye adwuma. And I'm so in light of that there, you can't stop the artist from working. He has signed with a new record label, so let the artist work. But little did you know that whatever contract that they had has been binding from 2021. No, in fact, contract no between Wayne Chavez and the Black Sherif is still in effect. In effect, 20% of everything with respect to Black Sherif still has to go to Wayne Chavez. 20%. And from albums that were released, features are why whatever it is. 20% still never was a Wayne Chavez. And Muntina, Oma court, sir, Black Sherif has been in court for over 10 to 15 times, of which I have videos, I have court proceedings, because all these are public documents. But I decided not to bring them out because yen chema semnunsi nejinaye. Assembly ni jina ye ni say. And I can read a couple of them to you now. In fact, I'll release the full you on our Street is Watching social media handles, and I'll release the full court transcript. In the last time of which a lawyer for Wayne Chavez cross-examined a Black Sherif #1, Aubrey, of which Aubrey acted as the manager, and also a Abrantia friend Madonna, the road manager. You will not believe what happened. Me say court to them all. Your camera, your feelings. Obika so no be court panacho. Nija odi e wumbia ene ne nka na mon solve. And san makura court munya kura ho ne otemuafo no e sha ade na ta na pampa mu betena ho a different conversation nkomo amadidi ne nchen, whether people like you have a fan base. No e ho no inside ho no yen ka sa ade no sa ya ade nim no enye sa nkomo no na omudi o eye paper ene ye ka ho asem paper pe ene ye ka ho asem enti court down ho abobo ne na amanfo bi akofa a sample of the contract. Me na me did contract ne to abonten na makofa na omote o na bia phone lines na hu ne say brako abrante no obo no wode na say sa analysis am ye nyina no ba kokura ni ho akwadi o ba kokura ni ho ba kokura ni ho Now, I draw from so that so who says Black Sherif's career will come down? No, is this where it starts? No. So I want to put this out there. Let me issue this disclaimer. Having a court case and your career there, there's no way is here in Shia. The boy is an excellent artist, and I want you to listen carefully. Me pese muti asem we na Ghana for eya o ka asema ye ntie ne ye ni atwitwa mfimfin ye tutu mfimfin ne ye de akwa akoto baby. The boy is an excellent artist. Proper. And as I say, was saying when yini atenyomase. Into utie, even from the first project to the second project, and in between the EPs and the features he's done, the boy is amazing. He's amazing. He's an exceptional generational talent. And if he continues on this trajectory, I am telling you that in 30 or 40 years' time, that boy will be celebrated on the lines of that Lumba. I am telling you this. Put this on the record. If he continues on this trajectory of artistic intelligence, me say you best celebrate Black Sherif to say you celebrate Lumba. I'm put this on the record. Artistically, he is there. Utie nsema e woni nwumu a sometimes I wonder ada opanyin bi na twiro ma nana ne nsema e woni nwumu no ni age ni nhia, but that is it, because music has a way of passing down memories from impanyimfo to you, and I'm trying to think that the boy is just as we reincarnate panyin bi no asa back. Or cancer, papa. Would you forget about the we ne and near my no keka and then I send penny for no mushy. Because almost here, Davene bas as you so. I bet to ye. Penny for in a tavern or mobile. Until near the buy, and ya dear buy any bidia. It is all or cacrane bema, me assure sister and penny for biana and no more baby. But artistically, I'll put this on the record that the boy is doing amazing. But legally, it is not so. Because the last time I Mukojina court Adakamuno, cross-examination, MIA who say, number one, a year claims are Opeso claiming yinano, a year invalid. Black Sherif now is claiming, say, Onye aware of the nitty-gritties of the contract that he signed. Same as 7 case. Intina because I may start here free Jama. So maybe I pay 7 case. Maybe rap Black Sherif. asema opeso okaze wo contract na sign no onim de wom. The contract is valid for 5 years with an automatic renewal of a year. So 5 years never ending next year, that is 2026. When an automatic renewal for another year, it's about 2027. Of which during that process, now there's no termination anymore. So what kind of contract in here that amount for the better one? Mama lawyer be a unim did a treat remuma. Mama lawyer be a unim de a be treat remuma. And Kamenya sure say because right now if you Google Black Sherif, oh, my fellow content creator, Magraheb, every throw towards every year content. So Black Sherif winning a court case, you know. And I'm like, how? Say. The injunction was to put a stop to him working. Said they will lay down moving forward 20% that is supposed to go to Wayne Chavez. How they are going to accrue it, number one, how they are going to monitor it. And to show be our Bobia from 2021. Eba 20% it was a call Wayne Chavez. Movement mark and shows do a Black Sherif about internationally near the Adina. No, we are talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. All the brand endorsements, fashion shows, all those Sanyamani now 20%. If there's been usage of his likeness, that is where you see the image BB from Infinix deal. 20% should go to Wayne Chavez. Black Wajina got Adakan was or no one kind also one take contract and I say. But negligence of the law is no excuse. One take contract and I say and or sign. 2, Madonna Sube Jina mo person say a studio equipment any Niama manager provide ma crowd was in the state of the art and yeah idea befitting for an artist like Black Sherif. Now Osaka assembly and when I finally reviewed the whole court proceeding, transcript of the whole court proceedings, you realize that this guy is not even smart. You were saying, say, baby, your studio, me, Merura Hoda. Acquire a podcast free ho to tell the world that this is the studio, or see there be a bar. Not a bar. And no create or de EBCC ma Sam Snee. Na Sam Snee mo ewo ho amububo beat ma Blacko. Na enye studio. It wasn't a proper studio. So the lawyer for Snap asked him, say, do you know Amrado? Or say yes. Or say, how did you meet Amrado? Or not say Madonna. Also Snap and studio. Or say we met him in our studio. Uchantra debia wanu yuka. Wanu hui yuka. Just be grateful. And this is coming from an investor who is still rich. And yes, it's gonna be audition mubiano. Just a hana na say ashino debi. And yes, ashino. He just wants the world to understand. Say, amount for D na temina ehano. It got to him because he signed one artist, Kojore. Boy, we're releasing Yumbi and say Aketesia. I asked him this, it seems you are slow on Kojore project. No, bro, Charlie, Black Sherif, the Black Sherif here, you know. Charlie, who the unim boys, you know, we are or signing Kojore, or signing Mufti. I brand you know, yeah, second verse was a year, Mr. Drew, you know. Oh yeah, also, say, why not pass him? Producer Kaime, Mufti. He signed Mufti too. As at that time, he had like 4 or 5 artists, of which he has houses. Abranten fear baby where he's gone. I'm talking from a first-hand experience because he's somebody I went to school with, from JSS to primary, from JSS to secondary school to university. I mean, Abranti and in a school. I know him. Oh, is Legon. He put all of the boys in one house, all the artists in one house. Even when they were not producing music, and it was like, Charlie, wadati baby, wadati any one day. He just called me out of the blue. Said, Slim, bro, I'm not even interested in music anymore. Until boys no ja obi answering fifi honko. He just terminated the contract with everybody because of one person. Maybe the next Michael Jackson could have been Kojo Ray, and I say still Mufti, and I say be Obifu Fromo. But because of the behavior of one person, yenye craft and tonchain, excellent craft, excellent artist, but bad behavior. Bad behavior. Let us separate the two. Yen team. Bad behavior. The man was like, minye bi. One day, an opportunity. An opportunity. Ofre me a. Unya, Charlie, minye bi. Make card den also on it. It's not going to do it. But in all this on, there are a couple of people that I will blame. Me blame Ghanaian fans for constantly supporting and amplifying issues like this when we clearly know that they are wrong. It's like we have zero regard for investors. We have zero respect for investors. Like we don't care about investment. It's like we believe we are entitled to it. Like, somebody for come help me. You still have an issue. Now let me move on. Court proceeding next, and I'll go deeper when me drop a public record, and this is a public record, and yet private is a public record. Court proceedings is a public record. If you request for it, if you request for it, or Sabeka, or request this is CS all pay 29th July, court proceedings, a course between Wayne Chavez record and Black Sherif. You get it. You get to know whatever happened. Now, Black Odini team, what they are looking for settlement. They want Wayne Chavez to, settle. And that was the thing that was supposed to be done earlier. And Nunti now can say, let us halt all the shows are more yeni montomo boasini and transinienka. Must say that because you knew you had the public on your side. You felt so the public is on my side, so fuck these niggas like me yameduma. But emrano any public ensensem enyepe. And I'll link that to another Shatta Wale issue that I will talk about later today. Emra any public perception boy. Do I believe public opinion can shape the perception of the courts in one way or the other? Yeah, to a larger extent. But the law still remains the law. And it's definite and resolute in its entirety. A definite, a straight A, B, C, Sanamrati. So when there was a time for settlement, they decided not to settle. Now, or more pre-settlement. Baby, I could bring more information. Now they want Wayne Chavez to come up with a figure. They want them to come up with a figure. Now, pen for figure, mra. Patch of our more pictures too. So. They want them to come up with a figure. Say, from that time, no, young fan say 2021 ending na we fum koye no. From that time babesi see here 2025 mu be wo mo manager net in chain. Hey, nipa a cutlery set oh. Nipa a cutlery set. Now I'll tell you what I told Snap. Now I told him this a couple of days ago. Snap and so UKCC Black Sherif former manager. He's in the UK. So I told him that it's a step in the right direction. I mean, creatively, the boy is onboarded. I mean, we don't need to treat this issue with kid's glove. He's onboarded. Because if he was boarded and Calvin who say affecting the creative prowess, no, it is not affecting him in any way, shape, and form. This is business. This is purely business. So let's deal with the issue as it is. Tracking down revenue that he has accrued through the music streams in India, it's easy for you to do that. All you need to do is get an independent body to track it from all the DSPs. It's easy. We can get an independent body, Obetma track it, and then your 20% from that time, basically this time will be given to you from YouTube, Spotify, wherever the money is coming from, we'll be able to track it and then deliver that 20% to you. That is not even an issue. The other issues, people who have used his likeness, that is brand endorsement, brand ambassadorship. Yes, some of them you'll be able to know. Some maybe he acted as an influencer. And no, a tricky kakra. But you still be able to maneuver a way around it. The hardest part of it is the number of shows that he has played. The number of shows that he has played. And on a thing. You need to find out shows do our bo. Seka do or J for that show. And then take your 20%. You need to find out. And this is a period for, say, 4 years. 4 years. To find out shows our boy international ones, local ones, and yet you market wa. Na se nipa ni bedi nukrempo, obedi nukrempo akachrewo, amo hu say na meje ya, and also your question. So the update I'm with respect to Black Sherif in management, they are still in court. The last time they met, 29th of July, Black Sherif kujina adakem one ne managers Madonna mo kujina adakem cross examination akoso. The case is never dead. It's been active ever since. I decided not to talk about it. Now they are expected to be in court in October. In the next 60 days, 60 to 90 days. Say it's expected, say ruling, official ruling, out. That is if they are not able to settle. If they are not able to settle, that means court na nkasa ede omo atemu ebeba. Na the me yakese, and I believe our highly respected journalist and also a lawyer, Samson Ayeni Ladi, did not do well with the Black Sherif because Samson Ladi represented Black Sherif. And I mean, he knows too much about the law. Say, Obama, I mean, this thing should have been settled. When I dropped the video of them having, there's a legal term for that. When they sit down as a deposition or whatever it is, when they sit down to trash out issues with lawyers involved, I dropped the video. This is way back. I drop a video This is like 2020, 2022. No, matanasi or more solve case. No, may imagine so more solve case. No, actually, say iska we kwa ha, nyum we you say. That was when Samson should have told them direct, say, yo, listen, bro, at the end of the day, once your signature is on this contract. It is binding. So do the needful and sort the guy out. But Omanya Nisa, maybe I'll tell the council this. Take on Empire Music. Take them on. Take Empire Music on. Take them on. Because they knew the boy was under contract and they still came for him. It was said, and come we the needful by making sure, say whatever relationship and answer whatever issues exist between the artist and the former management, or might solve this issue. No, you don't hide behind the artist to kill a local investor. It is a one year artist I'll be block here every had to catch their eye. Boys, so many artists are working on the streets of Ghana. Brilliant artists who needs help. Some needs as little as 1,000 Ghana cedis to record or to shoot a music video. There's a video of one Black Sherif and Kasa Assad back then on Same Flex. Etnasia or Kasa, our record will be. He was a small boy. Our record will be na a video be okuchana aka or 3,000 aka 1,000 or per the asoso na odiecha. As at that time he needed just 1,000 Ghana cedis. Just 1,000 Ghana cedis. Bana boafo bi anyhow. There are so many of them. Local investor no. Into one pass say 20% inka. Eskabi audition mu bia nko nya ne back and nko on befa artist foforo and some for eska foforo nhye ni mu. Because business yeah also timi enya osika back now say enya profit. Now I encourage you say yes ade ni bi. And let it encourage you. Ghana force that. We say I'm making ubenya nkwasiafo o mbesa aba asaba be twerɛ nkwasiasɛm. Meanwhile so wonu onyi ni bottom sika 2 cedis kura fancy obi muda. He doesn't understand. He's just being stupid. But Gaspanki wa ha. Ni artist ni nyina twini die. Oso soronso ono oso production. Wa see. Also artist makum artist ni beat maker no studio ready. You be brave fucking. And I'm doing a top on your drew to operate on the level of Thames, to operate on the level of the video, to operate on the level of Burna Boy. Oh boy. You need to be professional in your dealings. To operate at that level, full capacity. Oh boy. But Ghana the grow. And we have a foreign investor coming in to kill a local investor. And that conversation has not even and striking amount for we are not even talking about it. We've shifted the conversation from investment, which is the bedrock of Adiebia. Investment in a bedrock. And I've told you that there are 3 components of making an artist a superstar. It's the talent, the strategy, and the finance. As it stands now, I can give you my percentages. Finance play as high as 60%, strategy for 30%, 10% for talent. 10. And no, it's me being generous. I was on the phone last time with a Papi of 55 fame. Mene Papi chulo ni edim komo. Papi oseja 10 no de wa may be o. Cause talent ne dey say 5% kra na say less. It's about the strategy and the finance. Because if I want to blow up Patapa right now, na me time no now who say me na kobubo international shows be whether they pay him or not. Who's only wage na ha important places be owomu ha. Hey, now one a picture of Patapani Drake we have grand show. Patapani Drake or more studio. Be cry no mon record nyumo. But in your information is a studio session be Drake studio session be so. And you could have $50,000 I'm for a picture. Yeah, the bayard, the sasties and the bayard be. Na Ghana phone kamu Philip Patapa. Ghana phone po African in a patapiz be one. So finance plays a major role, and that is investment, the bedrock of the business. And no, and that form And none of that form. And when we are talking about it, Ghanaians do not understand. Ghanaians just don't understand. Like, the fuck is happening? Hey, your Tino. Hey, your Tino. Hey, your Tino. Oh. Yabremo. 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 There can hear you. Easy. Well, I'm gonna pray for settlement. Black Sherif Nini team. I'm gonna pray for settlement. There was one guy, I think the last time I had a conversation around this, one guy was like, oh, back then now Black Sherif fan base say person who sikane board and bear contribution. Eddie Ababitua. I don't know how to explain this. Yes, it's nice. It's a nice gesture. But me patrol say obi a invest in artists na promote na. Okay, then I'll tell you wabeka fan no ho fan base. The person has given the artist a social currency by giving the artist a fan base. Who do you think is the most important person in this process? Is it the artist or the person who brought the artist to you? I'm asking. Is it the artist or the person who brought the artist to you? Because no, how that answer na oh, but sana mo mfi no. Obi na discussion ma afi otimi ye niema e wo nanim ma otimi hu. Afi de o say akwa na discussion me de em forget no. Nyankopon pe. Ena ye no kwafo. Na me ntwa so. Na me komanim in a more professional and digital way. And you buy flowers anyway. Onwara nini brew bedie. Mira what's the new what? Ah. And you buy. Yanko swe. Yanya information say Ghana dancer self-acclaimed dancer king. Now me kwaka self-acclaimed dancer king abrantie bi ba. Comment section say, why am I saying self-acclaimed? Because there's never been a proper dancehall contest that was done to determine a winner. We will be able to make claims or a king. Me make my claims me a dancehall king. Untimi nyame hwe. Into also a dancehall king. A self-acclaimed. I can also be a self-acclaimed dancehall king. Ebi wo ha ya na brofo na I understand for SM any of fan base there. SM fan base now because a question marks in the dorsal. Let me just leave it like that. Question marks in the dorsal. But self-acclaimed dancehall king is to make an appearance. That is the information that we are getting. I don't know. I cannot validate this one. I cannot validate this one. He's supposed to make an appearance at the Yoku. You invite no. Wednesday, yeah, ebe. Omatu omunsa afre self-acclaimed dancehall king. Say omra ye Shatta Wale so omra na oni Yoku for embetena na omundi nkomo. Church nsem bi mu say opanyini remonacha o say na adwunum ye nina kakra nsem bi akoso a na adwunum ntreno ntino opanyini ne mra na omuni di nkomo ye nkomodi na maami hu say fan base no I think one guy ma post to artwork so me so hwe artwork na mai fan base ne say ombedi Shatta Wale achi ako omani abrepa omani abrepa ombedi Shatta Wale achi ako ho Mr. If you've seen it give me the information in the comment section. There's an artwork circulating. I think I saw one guy be SM bloggers nibi they posted that, and I have a soft editorial on that for Shatta and any team. I have a soft editorial. Production, if you see it, just post it on, and then let's have a decent conversation on this. The self-acclaimed dancehall king is to make an appearance at Yoko on Wednesday, and it's with respect to yellow 2019 Lamborghini Euros omuhu in the possession of Shatta Wale or Trasaco. Na omu ehu car no, the vehicle identification number and everything points to a car that has been bought from proceeds of crime, shipped into the country, and then received by the former NSB boss by the name Kwabna Edu Buahi. Na saa car no in contention right now. Shatta claims that he bought the car for $150,000 and he bought it from a third party. So a third party now also auto car free in he has no links whatsoever with the Dubai. He has no links whatsoever to do with Nana Kwabna Amwa, the third person who is being captured in United States of America 786 months. He knows none of them. So when I did my last editorial on it, it was to ascertain one fact, that if you do not know any of them, then just provide the person that you bought the car from to the Iyoko and stay clean. It's very simple. This is very simple. So mako akoto nsuo we na FBI for ebebo rame dam sisi no mo ka say DJ uto nsuo no we maybe say almost say ade nsuo obi anu nsuo na ade na am say nsuo we a otoye no baby e free ba no omo manufacture no ye hia omo maka say na hwehwe address e wo ho na kohoy we dey say simple also dabi ya penipa na oton ma wo no anasa wa na akọ okotoye eyemiru. You see that I bought it from somebody or I went there. So if some call they are that means a minimum. So they need to take me into their custody and find out how a minimum, and if they want to get to that person to kwambe number fast on beko. But some tone will be what they are no answer me catch from say, oh, me tone will be ho. I was in the pacono and Miss Otia, a friend of Bogas Spanky, Moncherenko. For Bogas Spanky. A jaw. It's simple. It's very, very simple. But that is inconsistency number one in the story. The inconsistency number two also stems from the fact that car now will claim in 2024 say ayodiano. That same 2024 car no Sony Badu rente here. So same car no friend is Ghana Music Awards in 2025. Omde renter as part of a sponsorship for Ghana Music Awards. So and the story is easy. So car now wow so what on yes I renter mentiase. So what they renter there, that means still now we need dreams car collection for no tracker. So they need to invite you. Kwa story needs so. So say a third party now auto free in auto free third party. That means that person doesn't have any link to do with Omo. But Saka now said to me that I could pay the garage of dream car collection. At a future data, now we claim say car near there. Car na water buying. Car na water buying. Shatta Penato Lamborghini. It's me free has a copy. And it's not just the Lamborghini. I mean, if you watch videos of the cars, producer, me the videos maybe Google. Let people see. If you watch the videos of the cars or portray in the new video, the new EP, music videos are trending. These are all the same cars, our Dreams Car Collection. And so lining up all the time. Production for videos in between. I remember my cars are tinting. Omunim on oppression. We won't stand. Let's flood Iyoko. 13th of August, 2025 for more call. And I attend into in 3 days' time. Edding pal. Edding. The catcher was saying yet the number. Catcher was saying yet the nameboa. And I have a it's not an editorial, it's an advice. Where I got scenes from Ghana Music Awards. MCI boy na tip bakum. Jocelyn Duma tibim. Yellow Lamborghini na beba. Yellow Lamborghini beba Escalade ni na beba. The same cars no offer Shatta music video na the same cars na ne wo. O contradict ho. O contradict ho. Same G wagon here no na nam ho. Oh. You don't need that. Shatta, you are big without this stunt. You are big without any G wagon ini. Ah. Enya deɛ saa wo de Escalade na enu ani Dreams Car Collection enu ani. Oh man, Pacho enu ani osu poso no enu ani Lamborghini na ani because enye no anka ye den no mo ba ofie be fire because omo track it with vehicle identification number. Yoko will track with a vehicle identification number. Nti vehicle identification number no nti ne ba ofie. And on ba ofie no so omo check number no ena ene de free port oba no nye pa. Nkom fa omo san enka oka no. Omo fa omo san enka ka no da. Some flex say let any free you ho buy no. Every Yoko ho buy no enye no kre. I'm here to also tell you that there's an official release from Yoko it bears the Yoko logo and all that. The same Yoko no can once him straight away. No one no can. But they caught a Remonacha. Abra say NDC for paying for be a free move last week, Black Wednesday. Some training people say Remonacha say Shatta case no so right now we are mourning till we are you better not say. Let me first and foremost drop my editorial for Shatta and then I'll continue with the rest and I address the SM fan base as well. Shatta, you are big without these settings. I am not sure Obi value and our Shatta's value has gone up because of him flaunting these luxurious things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Say, omo yada Shatta pa. Enye say or nama or cheso wo ska we say menya sure. Say eno nti na ama na gain fans ama omo yada no da. And I stand to be corrected. So I would depend on solely on you. We have 190 people watching us right now. Please, SM4 amoha and answer mo amoha nyina. Mr. Do you appreciate and answer what does Shatta more because or Treso Wuska now? Have you loved him more because based on that? Has that added anything to him, his brand in this light? Has he gained a new fan because opposed to about a Lamborghini and opposed to Rolls Royce? Has he gained a new fan because of that? Mr. Come into the comment section. Let me know. Because I'm telling you, Shatta has grown beyond. He's grown beyond the art itself, and people love him for him. Or no, or feeling no, or no, and no feeling, and yet be a one chain. I'm telling you, I swear to God. Nobody, ask SM for more. You're watching us. Have you loved Shatta more because of flanty luxury? Or so feel with Legon or Rolls Royce? Have you loved him more because of that? Talk to me in the comment section right now. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Say people, nah, bro. People love Shatta for Shatta. That is why he's able to go on TikTok live on. It is him. It is him. It is nothing with respect to the one in China. So I can tell you, he doesn't need any of these things. To still be who he is as a dominant force in the industry. He doesn't need it. He can generate talkability by just putting powder on his face. Or the powder. If you people don't know how powerful Shatta is, that is why anytime I'm say, what's up? He can generate talkability by just wiping powder on his face. That is a solid brand. Now, artists, baby, organ, do doesn't have the powder for move anymore. Will be free. Me mo be edin na Marco said slim. Slim truly artist. Me mo be edin. Artist before, after. Do saying na me nkobo patapadi. Na patapadi or the powder ko fan anymore. Oh Lord. Yesu from Bonnie Chemi. So Yesu from Bonnie Chemi. One au bonipa. So we Yesu manini wa pacho. Minsre nipa. Na den so na akobo patapadi. Patapadi powder fana nimpa. Ha. Ube hunu ankura pa o. Akura bia na ni bebo so bia ni ho betima da. Busumi mua. Busumi mua. Kofi Chikata, I'll say I'm not a Shatta fan, but I like his craft. I think he doesn't need these fake things to become relevant. He needs to be matured, experienced, and and a professional manager. I side with you, bro. He needs none of these shenanigans. He doesn't need any of them. He's complicating himself, and it's happening at the time that he has dropped a EP where he has several conscious songs on it too. There's one song called Street Crime. Like Street Crown. Yes, Street Crown. Where producer a week ago, Aquatam Patapadi Abeto Adisu. Jesus of Jesus. He has project anchor here a much more stable environment for communication, but Charlie, the usual Shatta, he builds and he destroys. He builds and he destroys. Into one build it. Na ono ankasa asay no. No asa ko blame obi fufuro se o say no. Ono ankasa o build it. No asa say ade ni nyina. No asa ka say enye ono we mu na ye. Saturday no. Ben shranka nyame say this time around o kasa ansem na social media ntino. E betima pull receipt aba. Nya che o se chef one aka we one asa be ka we. In Shanker Radi, so more be adwene so on creative be a friend in social media. And Nuntino, Untimin be blame be at this time around. Because nobody asked you to go after a Raymond Archer. Once you know that there is a vehicle in your possession which was bought with proceeds of crime, and Kaumia wa numpo. Because the whole Ghana, I think myself and a wiki blogger, penny can't want him. Say Shatta can yoku for abefa. Ye pen ye kan ho asem. Nti na obi anim. Days to the release of your project, you go live to threaten or to threaten here too big a word. You mention the leader of an institution that is so revered, even in the realms of politics, almost rules our institution. You mention the person in charge of that. Bro, what were you thinking? What was going on in your mind that you can run Iyoko down? No. What were you thinking? Ono a obese no. Ono a obuild no asay no yourself. Oyosefo nti ade no ohwa a okritia na efa gra no a wa hye no. Nti ono a pese o hye ne legacy ni nyina. Shatta just wants to destroy himself and destroy his legacy. Na me blame no because oye nipa nti wo on short falls. Me blame omo wo ne nchen a mo ntimi nka no kra ne nkyere no. Me blame Sami Bar Flex. Sami knows better than to come online and defend something as baseless as questioning if the press release was from Yoko. Whilst that same evening, Raymond Achana Kasa a grantee interview to Joy News, and then you are questioning it. Then what is going on, bro? Charlie. Huh. In our quest to say Benya Bibia Dipa, may we not be foolish people. I swear to God. Papa used to miss. In our quest, pass ye Benya Bibi in Sabaquano. Memi nya ya adwene ho mfa yi nyansa nto fom. Nankasa same way pa anti e to asum. How does this even make sense? How does this even make sense? Like, bro. Fuck you mean? Adia na panyin na ba betena Joy News aka no, Awremonacha na ba be kan wo Joy News no. O o sasi emfiri ne ho. Ejawu. Eja. Uso eya. Say a once revered journalist, Sami Bar Flex, can go down this low. He can go down this low. Adiana Papa na Remonacha na ba be kan asem no. Yeah, man. But anyway, we are there. That's one of the things he says. Nti ma blame Sami Bar Flex. Na me say blame SM family for no. Ma me blame SM family for no. Let me address it. Okay. Freaky Afakuma Entertainment. First, you said the Rolls Royce wasn't for him. Do you think you are speaking sense? So you believe Raymond, but you don't believe Shatta. Wow. I know some very intelligent people in SM. I know some very, very intelligent people in SM, like very, very intelligent, very, very smart people. And big ups to you, Gideon. Very, very sharp guy. But my main cast be, say we are say idea den so best snapper on. Say obe dane oba into Bema. Oma try these days, the hormonal pills, injection, maybe like the nneɛma bebree aba sɛ be transfer try even sɛbe kɔteɛ ne twɛkora, they've tried their best to sɛ betuma pie bɛma sɛbe ne kɔte mu na buke mu they are generating twɛ ade a process a ɛden ɛno yɛ number one. Process baako ɛden sɛ ɔbaa nso a watɔ dom sɛ wobɛsesa n'adwen ɛno nso ɛden pa so ɔbaa tɔ dom a so obesesa na adwen ɛden too much. Unim the third one, say SM fan ebenya nyansa ɛden too much. So who say nyansa da hakra onko ho no nam ha say nyansa da ha da onsi ho. How does this even make sense? Asema abranti actually or comment section. How does this even make sense? Like, nyanse woman no way. Why won't I believe Raymond Acha when the guy got a letter from FBI saying se car no ewo ho no ewo krom ho no vehicle registration number ye ABCD. Yarehwe vehicle na be hu vehicle no wo ho se vehicle no number no ye ABCD. O se mema me engine ni na menje Shatta Wale ndi. Wajimi. Let me continue with my advice to SM4. Also for so almost on the 13th of August. Wednesday die enemy or mobile call Iyoko. Also oppression won't win. Stand with Shatta Wale. Dress code red and black. Spread this like wildfire. Let's flood Iyoko. Let's defend our king. Every Shatta movement move to Accra now. Okay. And I'll ask this thing. How many people do you think NWO SM like SM for more dreams some do saying? My number near very significant to Ghana Hatch is who be that like don't use shows concert any crofo call be a Shatta show near you because omo ko Shatta show no mo an ko Stone Boy there omo an ko sa akọ there omo an ko medical omo akọ Creswado omo nyina ko baby. So don't even use that as a yardstick. If you bring that into the conversation, then you are wrong because concert and as no, yeah, but every artist, they jump to it. So don't use that. Bring me proper data and statistics that tells me that Shatta, in a case like this, if he is in trouble, can have, let's say, 1 million people following him to Iyoko to scare Raymond Acha. Nipa ebeko and 100 kromun if they decide to go on this tangent. And I want to take them back. SM for minimum, but the more call back to time I fetch Chairman Woon to me ko Iyoko. Chairman Woon to me a chairman of the NPP. Omuni kurano election bi omukura nipa be 6 million voting for them. 6 million. On that day, Dodo was saying, who were you? Are you trying to tell me that SM is bigger than MPP? Okay, my top fans, my patch of send me screenshot. Now me hello, Mrs. Try me screenshot from me hello. Are you trying to tell me that they are bigger? SM is bigger than MPP? Bro, yeah, you know, your fanatism no dosu. Oh, your man dosu do. As ye penipa bi animu adom ntine yenye bibi interese. Why can't you advise the person? Plainly simple, bro. Usi ade no wan to free kwabena dubu ahin because nana kwabena mo a ene kwabena dubu ahin omu mienu ene omo ho asem. Wo Saturday, wo de emfa ne say wato krono de ana say car problem wo ho. Enye stolen po. Wato car problem wo ho. Fa saade no fa nipa kro ton ma wo no ema omo ne brafie be ya nyom ne entie bi. Ade na fan base ne pese ombe ka sa no kre na kire opanyi. How? Just tell the person. Very simple. Take yourself out of the conversation. But unim, Shatta, like I said, he's caught between a hard place and a rock. And he say, me kwakasa ka no me ntoya, me disappoint me fans. Me kasa ma tonso so a me de me ho to asem mu. E ho na sisi o gina sisi e. Me ntoye papa ne de ma me se me fanya rounds no mu hia on beba abeje. Fans no be say Stone Boy is right. This is a certain man. And a Stone Boy be twa de. Say Stone Boy be winning in this case there. And me ko pass some ama me ho. Oh Jesus. Ejawo. Eja. Eja wati. Eja. Eja. Eja pa. Imu eja. Imu eja. But opanyini ni de waye na adwen so wontie no. Enye de me mini umienu beka no obefa. Ena nkrofo e ben no a e wo se nkomutimi ka no kra kire no omo so se omo nka nti sei de ye de betena o se ye friend say ekuro bi so enkokora ne omo mre wo omo a nenim om kwan om befa so a om bekọ ho na omaba but me de afutu enam de ma omo se kwa amokọ ho no ensesa hwe o chema wuntumi ko hye mu no certain MPs a omo hye mra magana eko tena omo free adwuma mu eko tena ho e de omo to sisi form still ye anyi wuntumi MP nti unless say moko no mo de grenade launcher mo de helicopter Z9 de ebehwe fo mi bi mo de bombo na omo kanisi no mato no hand grenade ena mo de M16 AK47 like muko ye bibia ye hu da wo ho se jamana mo kwa akọhye wani mu ho de well you better record na ya boatie na spare time but en change hwe e wo inside ho en change hwe wo dining on the 13th come 13th no en change hwe wo ho nti enwom na aba mu nwom kro e na bia mo pe ba bi ahye jama mon ene mon kona mon kwahye jama wo ho na Shatta hu se mo do no like yeah in solidarity but the fact that you are going there to resist oppression. Do you know oppression? And what is your definition of oppression? Chama wontumi na eba opie ba na nima ye hantwe no. Certain members of parliament with over 6 million Ghanaians actively voting for them in every election so election bi omutimi nya 6 million 5 6 mrase bedwafo sore se ya nya dwuma Iyoko fu anyi e dehye amaya Remonacha wa dine abodi se fita o de ayi komu o de ayi sa afro komu ni bi enunu mo se mo fo yin o majimi ana o sorry anopa ohwe atwork no za o majimi jimi o munyai ko SM for munyai ko why se mo pese like as a escort na ye fair enough monko escort monko na nye fair. But don't go there with the mindset say number one you are going to intimidate them. No, please. Mikpabu fai. SM Mikpabu fai. I dey beg you people. Mikpabu fai. I will beg you. You don't have that capacity. Munibi. Omo mbetimi de basa ye abakurum ha. Political parties. Shatta is not a part of it. Please do not estimate your relevance in the country. Please, you are not there. You are not there. Mpabufai, SM. You are not there. Omo message chama untu me so no se Ghana for mun sorry you onu bro. Are you richer than chama untu me? Are you richer than chama untu me? Oko wura ho ba en me say fato o de also fa chama untu me to ade enso. Fa ne to so. Opie free or buy pa as we hu saman. Yeah, omo kasa kire no kra we hear interpreter. All of a sudden no take us bi. Obi busa na asemu. Justin Kodua ne Brian Champo Brian ene gina ne nchen. Omo kasa ne hu but onte asem no onte na sokura asi. Nieme nam ni trim ni document a wakopie so wo ho no. As we pure so abofo so one time. This is the institution that you are dealing with. This is the institution that you are dealing with. SM, we dey beg you, don't do that. We dey beg you, don't do that. Freaky Afrakoma Entertainment. Africana is chairman to me Richard and Shatta Wale. How would I know? But one cause I shot. Boy. Yeah, go for women and money near a corner so because we support to SM. We must save in our money a problem. Banker also support to SM and Kenya because they are nice, wonderful gentlemen. I know a lawyer. Oh, yes, staunch SM fan pa. Oh, I know a lawyer, learned guy. Oh, I'm for be very, very brilliant people. But yeah, but we be say, you know, some more church or near, you know, into Bema say, Ujina baby cry, Kase, who support to us, and I say, oh, very kakra. And only some, yeah, but anyway. Anyway, young Koswe. My first stories back be and whilst I do that, let me also big up some of our top fans. Bashir Abdul, Charlie, big ups going out to you. Ice Money TV, Charlie Nyamin Shroud, Derek Ahi, Nyamin Shroud, SBJ Africa, Keyboard Walla, I hope I got it, and CR Studios 2090. Charlie, you guys, top fans, big ups to you. Thank you so much. Say, Yeba Live, Mobanafi, Mobeshibi, na Moboa said, Ebeya, and Sema, Yekan, so. Mobefa no asopam na bibia akokama pa nyame nhira mo pa say mobeta yachi in this case. Now mami move kakra na me touch on a couple of issues real quick briefly and sana my phone lines na to producer Pacho, Mamu who say phone lines and may be atum. I think say me check it time na and you be dear boss so nafi. You close when we have to close. Oh, you be dear boss so we'll close when we have to close the live stream. For 2 hours until Sundays, from 8 ekwadie. Obechi ha say na yeah didi nkomo baako mienu. Sundays, every Sunday, a live stream is called for the culture. Until maybe a phone lines not to just call on WhatsApp, active on just WhatsApp. The phone is active on WhatsApp. Until call on WhatsApp and then let's have a conversation. Number no on any of the issues that we touched on. You can call on WhatsApp and then we'll have a conversation today on the show. Omar try so more earlier in the week. We had to put the phone off, but then we're still active today. You can just call and then we'll have a conversation. Phone lines are active. Whilst I touch on a couple of issues before we wrap up. Into phone line, number 054-6362-359. That is 054-6362-359. Both they won't see be afraid. I mean, if you keep it respectful, I'll keep you on the line. If you come in disrespectful, I'll take you off. If you have a counter, now episode or counter claim BBB episode can be feel free. Just give us a call 054-6362 359 054-6362-359. Before I wrap it up, there's another story here that is I picked it up from Sika officials. In light with recent developments, the office of the presidential envoy for interfaith and ecumenical relations. Yeah, same bro. Reverend Evans Efriye Ankra has directed for all prophets and spiritual leaders to relay prophecies or spiritual insights of national concern to the office for urgent review and appropriate response. The more patch and says we defo be na uwo a year my Ghana Muna Unya revelation be about the country, about people who are serving in power, and you want to relay the information out there. Famo na omo enhwem na omo share the appropriate headquarters na fi omo addressing. This comes at the back of a year fire ujane other people or more prophecy about the demise of a year pennyfo bi. No almost this time around si bibi sa ba momra o masue na afi omo towards your penny bibi aboko.
Mr. Slemboko.
Yeah, frozen now
SBJ.
SBJ kasame ho.
Oh, Slim. You are doing a great job. At first, I used to watch a couple of your stories. Everything you have been saying about you, especially I wasn't able to get more details information on Black Sherif issue. But I mean, in my mind, I thought that the issue had been settled. But you have helped us to draw our attention on that this issue has not been settled. But one thing that I hate from African or just especially we coming up artists that we don't really appreciate those who just saw our suffering. We thought that, and then in our own perspective, we're going to see that when we are suffering, nobody was there, but we just want to see the success. Before you can become a successful, you should know that there's a work. But we, the fans, we don't know what it entails before the person has to become success. The manager has to go through efforts. And so, at times, what I said, that no matter beef or issue that you have with your manager, they have to come to conclusion. You people have to sit down and settle your difference. Oh, maybe the manager, this is so that I'm expecting from you. It's not coming. So what the next or what efforts are you going to do so that you can help me? So if the manager says that, oh, you have to go, but there's a point you came in, you chip in, you really helped me when the Black Sherif manager was managing two artists. That's Mufti, then another artist. You see, at times when you are managing a first person, then at times you have effort for that person, then you put more money into it, then you see that the thing didn't move successfully. You see that anyone that comes your way, you see that the person is good, you paint the person black. Because you see that the first person wasn't able to help you, like someone who went into a marriage. The first lady that you saw that this is the person that is going to start the life with. The person has tried his or her best, like he could bring the person up. Later on, he found out everything was wasted. So he or she moving to another relationship is very hard for him. So me, I understand the manager. Then later on, he come out that, oh bro, let them go. Because what Black Sheep treated him that way, they didn't able to help him. DJ Slim, keep up what you are doing, but but the pressure is too much. You at times you hate us hard too much. You just release some small.
For life is for life. For life is for life.
Slim.
Thank you for joining us.
I wish you could put me on a part of your graphic design. I do small graphics so that
no problem.
I can assist you.
No problem. So once I have your contact here, we'll reach out to you. Don't worry, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Slim.
Thank you for joining us, SBJ Africa. Let me see if we can connect other people here. Hello? Yeah, Chairman.
Yeah, big man.
Charlie, how far?
They call from Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Nice one. Your name, boss?
YB.
YB
NFD. Yeah.
Okay, YB, will they listen to you?
Yeah, I be all ask you, DJ Slim. You know, say we get Ghanaian artists with the diaspora where they try small.
Yeah.
But we don't get any platform where you guys if you help them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I want to ask you, like me like this, and they stay far away China. You understand?
Yeah.
Where they do my small things for a year. For a year like this, everybody know me. Like say things they happen small. But since you know, they say before you go be king outside, before be king from home. You understand? So if we don't get that foundation from home, how can we shine outside and represent the culture? You get me?
Yeah, I get what you talk. Okay.
So what are they telling me? Say for me to give us some link, like your show like this, every other version of your show, you have 2 or 3 artists where if you get money, you don't get small money set. You know, just if you get small budget, because we already also for here. You understand? If you get small budget, run things. If you don't get budget set, you get some artists where you still look at the diaspora, put them on. You get what I mean?
No problem.
That way they will build instead of always just concentrating on people who has already made. Shatta is Shatta. Whether we jump go heaven come, that man has made it. You understand? Whatever he does right now, to me, is if he does good to help the youth, like the way that his company was helping the youth, that's great. But these other things, comparing this and that, I think this car thing is a personal issue. It shouldn't be a topic for us to discuss on leadership, since it won't help none of us. Me like this way I did, Charlie, that thing will.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
So we shouldn't be. We should be discussing things that better further the culture than all this.
Okay.
But
so you go hold on for my response, or you would like the top make a response to you.
Oh, I did top.
Okay, so my issue is yes. When you are talking about breaking new artists, yes, there are platforms that are interested in doing that. There are platforms that can do that. There are other platforms that also discuss entertainment news and things that affect pop culture. This is a session for that. That is why the show is called For the Culture. I have a session called In the Booth. That is also to unearth new talent, people who rap, who are into music and all that. That is for them. So if you catch me on a session like this and we are doing For the Culture, it's a different content altogether. Make I finish. You say as you talk, you say I no talk. So make I explain to you so that you can understand it perfectly.
Exactly.
So if it's a request, yes, it's a request. But when you claim that we shouldn't do it, that means we are trying to tell us that it is not important for us to talk about it. That is what you are trying to say. But the reason why we are talking about it is that
not like that as such. My opinion is that this is somebody who is already made it.
Yes.
And no matter how bad or how whatever he is, he's doing his little bit to help the people. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand this is why he has the funds. But for us to concentrate on this car issue continuously like that, I think it's a bit off, you know. rather than I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it.
Okay.
It's important. We can talk about it, but I'm saying
okay. So like, then again, let me also educate you a little bit about it. So for the culture deals with all the trending issues that happened in the week. So every issue that happened in the week, we bring them all back and then we digest it further. Exactly.
All right.
So once it happened,
my year like this, if it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so I will stay awake just make I get you live. You get me, big man?
Oh no, I get them. So once you know that on this channel there's a platform or there's a content for artists, you subscribe to it and then you try to link up. Okay, how do I get to be on in the booth? Because me too, I get talent.
You finished. I'll give me your link. Me and you want to talk on personal.
You can reach me on this very number. Active, 100%.
The street is damn watching, man. Bless you.
More fire to you and the people inside Hong Kong right now.
Yeah. We
representing for the culture. It is what it is, man. Charlie, multiple calls coming in. Let me see if I can get. Who do I have here? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Street is watching.
Yeah, Street is definitely watching. Chairman.
Yeah, Charles from Ghana.
Charles from Ghana. Talk to me, Charles. I listen.
Yeah. DJ Slim, you see, the issue we say Ghana and Kasa. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I listen. Oh, you are live.
Okay. Ghana and Kasa, when we see, I think our culture they disturb us a little bit. Because this Shatta Wale issue, when you are a subject of investigation, whereby you bought a stolen vehicle or a stolen property, there is nothing where go jail you from that issue. Because along the pipeline, you are also connected.
Mm-hmm.
Whether Edubonhi give you the car or not. Mm-hmm. If I'm a fan of Shatta, where Shatta do something like this, I will say, Chairman, how come? Because the way you brand yourself, we feel say you can afford this thing from a store or a licensed auto dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So people make mistakes. So if this thing happen, for no come online, then can't rant. So I will blame that on his management. Because what Yoko they do their job. And you see, Yoko cannot sacrifice Shatta Wale for Ghana. Ghana have a lot of bilateral relations with United States.
Exactly.
So we they benefit more than what Shatta Wale they give Ghana.
Exactly.
So I think say fans for sit down and reanalyze what they happen. What Shatta they do like the country inside he built his own country. So no law for Ghana, if we talk. And they love in their Stoneboard. I have personal relation with Stoneboard, but that one will concern this thing. Let's talk about the reality on the ground. If you make mistake, you make mistake.
Exactly.
You apologize to your fans.
Exactly.
Everybody they make mistake. Look at Didi. What they happen for Pop Daddy.
True.
He using own money, but today they inside jail.
True.
So you are not bigger than the law.
True.
So I follow your show. I respect how you they give the analysis, but our brothers they refuse to understand. Maybe our culture will make some of these things they happen. Okay, make I leave that one for them. So for Shatta will not be something we before talk about. And number two, the most important thing be this accident will happen for Ghana recently.
Charlie.
I'm an engineer.
Charlie.
Bro, I get some things I want to talk online, but the back door way I will tell you.
Then I beg reach out to me by text on this number, then we go vibe on them.
Yeah. Then we go look at some technical things. Then you go see say some of the things that they report inside the news now they not be accurate.
You feel they're not giving accurate information about the accident?
Yes.
And that's a bold statement.
And they tell you, unless they forcome excuse me, make a busy. The black box they say they see, they show them to the public, say they retrieve the black box.
Yes, it has been shown to the public. There's a picture and a video of the black box being flown to Accra. It was discovered by the Ashanti regional minister. Yes.
Okay. If they retrieve, you see these things, okay, you make a go inside by design. Okay. By the design of that helicopter, there have been Z9. The Z9 by design, that helicopter no get black box. It don't get CVR. It don't get radar detection. Where we say if the plane did in flight that, you go shoot the radar and see the cloud. I will send you the specifications of that plane, then you read.
Okay, so what I've discovered, what I've read about the Z9 is that it is very, very poor in taking off and landing, and it has very little aviation stuff to aid in issues when it comes to weather, when it's a foggy weather and all that. I mean, there's some design errors on that angle, but little do I know about whether it has a black box or I'm not privy to that information.
Very good, thank you. So make that a little bit. I start to be corrected. I don't know, maybe this is a Chinese manufactured.
Yes, helicopter. The Z9 is a Chinese.
Yes, which has 70% of Chinese parts, and I think the rotor engine and some other, but 30% of it, the engine is supplied to them from France. Okay, so the plane by specification, you don't get flight cockpit recorder, you don't get radar CVR, then you don't get I forget the third thing, the cockpit recorder, flight data recorder.
So it makes and the black box. So it makes the claims of a black box quite tricky in a case like this.
Yes, so very good. So now, if there is an incident or an accident, how do we investigate? And if you look at the clients using these third world countries where they use this jet, and it's not a military aircraft.
Okay.
It's a utility helicopter where they take lift people from hospital from point. Let's say somebody they sick from the hospital for Legon. Doctors no go fit work on them. Then they transfer them to some big doctor for Kasua.
Then they go move the Z9. That's the type of helicopter it is.
It's a utility aircraft. Yes, it's a utility aircraft. Let's say like go fit take Range Rover go do mining job. So you see, this one comes down to the people who purchase that helicopter.
Okay, so
what's the
Charles, I beg, hold on to this one. Once we are alive and we are giving out these issues, we need to fact check it. So I'll reach out to you, and then we'll have a conversation on the whole issue. But what I've discovered so far, it says the Z9 has a black box, and yes, that is what production is telling me right now. The Z9 is equipped with a black box. Hello, Charles. It's reconnecting anyway. Well, we are 2 hours deep, and unfortunately, this is where we have to bring the show to an end. A billion thanks going out to production for holding us down. But before I wrap up, let me touch a little bit on one case, because our case in here me. Case we hear me pa the issue of the DNA of the victims of the helicopter crash being flown to South Africa for identification, and it was so because because of the explosion into so it was definitely an as an thing say who say way near. So the DNA had to be samples had to be taken out for identification. Of course, Abba DNA no results na aba, and this in your shot is DNA results of the DNA no. This is it. As a fly called South Africa, no, people had issues, and especially DNA centers what Ghana has be no more problem. Almost say locally is going to kill their business, and I'm being tempted to side with them because they are making they are making a strong and valid point. Because if we have, if we train people here, as you trainee lab technicians, you trainee sankophone in a ha. And it's not like we don't have DNA centers, in Ghana. Bebre, antenna mu program is any DNA nkwa episodes be 2 billion. I'm just, it's a sad moment, and to understand how my feelings are. It's a sad moment, but the other side of it is say your business is why your minim friends and kofono mo mama efishu no so no blueprint data DNA hwan man kofono mo mama efishu no so. Yeah, we have a lot of forensics in Ghana, so why couldn't we do it here? But anyway, we are in a mourning period. We are in a mourning period, and so it's definitely a conversation. If you strike it now, I don't think it's appropriate. But a conversation I enter into one, and later on we'll bring it to light. The also issue with respect to a interdenominational prophecy council natches is here, but so we are so for now unya yichrebia about country na ya director baby udi yichre no beko said ye ya so demand pipe bobia yeah man. And yeah, I understand. If you ask me, I understand that man is a tripartite being. I mean, we are body, flesh, we are also spirit, one way or the other. So if there are issues in the spiritual realm that needs to be dealt with, yes, we need to look at it. As to the funding of Sa Kokos, so then demand then the NDC government or the government of the day needs to be clear about how it's going to work. Enquire politically skewed. Enquire say software or shem comma MPP for until we be our who be say see or can yinfino. How is it going to be? So as much as we want to put that into being, we also need to let the modus operandi of caucus, it needs to also come out. These are the few things that I just wanted to share before we wrap up today on the show. But I'll say thank you guys so much. Chidi, maybe I will be me cha. Big ups to you. Thank you very much. Every Sunday about 8. It's supposed to be 7, but say Yenya challenges 1 or 2 I will push it to 8, and it is so because of the Pacific time zone that I'm on. Producers and so or GMT or more Ghana man time so. And another because kind of Greenwich Meridian time, kind of Greenwich. Yes, guest prefect. Greenwich Meridian time. So time zones we might also do a couple of adjustments to make sure we are able to reach everybody. So thank you so much. On behalf of production in Ghana, Nana Chachuremachahine, aka Kojo Virus, 36 our presented graphics and BBR visuals in Edema, also Surunsu, head of production, aka Osophagus, out there 20 time Fidiana Suchichim, Chinchim in Fidiana Frumano. Chimwe. Yadamase yen so I war in the United States of America. Miami did media way huchame any my chief producer Boga Spanky or Juma Boga DS medical catch or Manrasi or Juma sa or come or no make sure say no information baby will be an obi wura soon we as no akoyede no akoyi aba nti boga spanky and ye war on this side. So ade chain out to say akoko boko kroko na yen street is watching for yen ye do be biase. We'll be back next week, same time. Have a good evening, have a good day wherever you find yourself in the world. Makra obia. Bye bye.